Yo. Is that Matt Taylor? I think so. Grand Rising, brother. Okay, let's see. What does this thing people think about the music? Okay, turn it down a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Grand Rising, you beautiful man.
How are you?
I'm absolutely amazing now.
Good, dude. You're so positive, dude.
Always,
Love
dude.
it. I love
How
it.
can I be sad when I see this beautiful face in the morning?
You're looking at the mirror, aren't you? You're looking in the mirror, bro. I know you're looking at a selfie.
Caught me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. How you been, dude? How's the baby?
Dude, things have been crazy, dog. He gets bigger and bigger every single day. You wouldn't even believe it.
I love it.
I'll send you a bunch of pictures, dude. But
Yo, I actually saw
Cody,
one on your Instagram, but yeah, please send me some more.
dude, I'll send you as many as I can. This kid's crazy, dog. It's my mom always told me like because I was kind of like a crazy kid, dude, bouncing off the walls, getting into stuff I wasn't supposed to. My mom always told me like, yo, your kid's gonna be twice as bad as you were. And I never believed her, but it's 100% true. Like he's bouncing off the walls. He's crazy, dude.
In for it, dude. Oh.
It's the best.
No,
but Code, I just wanted to tell you, like it's very little, but about let's say about a week ago, okay. I started like a $100 account, just like a real like a live account, because I've been trading on my demo account and keeping a trade journal. My $100 account, it's like about $500-$600 now. Dude, but I would say that the last I want to send you my profit losses. Like I've been winning like 3 or 4 trades to my losses, but my losses have been very minimal compared to the wins. Like I've been able to, let's say I would win a trade, I would be able to lose like 3 trades before I would. You know what I mean?
I love that, dude.
It's been really good. It's been really good.
So how long has it been since you deposited the $100?
I would say it's been about a week and a half.
A week and a half, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
So, oh, dude, I love this. I love this. Okay, so this is a point where you notice, you know, there's a couple things I have to say, because like you hit the point where it's like, okay, I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you want to see consistent results for like, I don't know, how long did you see results in your demo account? Or did you? You was like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the reason why I even was like, yeah, no, I want to try this $100 is because I turned the demo account from $1,000 into $10,000 in probably about maybe a month and a half. Oh. But it was like there was a couple times in the demo account, I know at the beginning, because I had the demo for, now 6 to 8 months, but there's been a couple times where I've liquidated my demo account completely. And then I've waited, haven't opened a demo account, and just watched your trades. And then I've reopened my demo account and it's lasted a little bit longer. You know what I mean? And then now I'm kind of to the point where, I don't know. Yeah, it's just starting to make sense. I've done a lot of gold and silver trades lately, just kind of bounces off the moving average, really like small pips. But yeah, it's been really good.
Man, oh, I love it. Well, look at that. So, okay, now here's where it's very important, like very, very important. Because obviously you've figured out something that works, and
right.
Pay very attention to everything about yourself when you're having those successful days, meaning like, where's your head at? How did the earlier in the day go? Like, what did you do before you were trading? And main thing that I want you to focus on is staying in that mindset. Now, there's 2 major things that I noticed that when I got to that point of where I got it, the 2 major things that it took me to figure out to actually consistently get it to where I could do it full time. And that was 1, making sure that I'm in a good mind state when I'm trading. And if you're seeing success at it, then you should be in a good mindset. Right. The next thing is, it gets really real. the money and thinking about it, when you start to turn your now $500-600 account, you grow it to like 5,000-6,000, and you can do that in a short time. You start to think, wow, like how much did I make in my job? And it's like it's really cool, but it's a mind game, because for me, when I started to click and I actually started to make money, my trading went down a little bit because of my consciousness of money. So there's a lot of things that we can do to expand our consciousness of money, but it's all like subconscious stuff. And what I mainly mean is what's a lot to you might be a whole lot to someone else, or might even be a little bit to someone else. Because there was a time in my life where $10,000 was like, that's a big chunk of money. That's good. But now I see $10,000 like, dude, like, what am I gonna do? Pay rent for a few months? Like, that's not gonna do shit for me. And so what we get to do is increase that consciousness to where maybe you see $100,000, how you currently see $10,000. And what it's taken for me, and I'm always still expanding. Like, I'm not a millionaire at the moment, but I know that it's basically guaranteed. I think the billionaire is guaranteed with how much inflation is going on in the U.S.
Let's go.
But basically, though, is upgrading that consciousness, and it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm making enough to support myself, and it's like, okay, now I'm making as much as like the most my parents have ever made. And that's where it can get really, really tricky, because that's our programming. We've maybe met other people that have made more than our parents or done better, but we see our parents as we're growing up as kids, when the time when we're most programming our subconscious is between the ages of 1 and 8 years old, meaning it's like everything that we consciously do is just right to our subconscious. So all I'm saying in a long way is that really, really, really focus on upgrading your money consciousness and what's a lot of money and what's not a lot. And the ways that you can do that are to meditate on it, get into a meditative state, and to ask yourself questions, just like, how do I feel about money? Do I have anything that I need to heal about money? And if you're in a meditative state and you ask that, like, do I have anything that I need to heal when it comes to money? It'll be interesting that sometimes you'll have memories come up, and you just got to simply look at them in a different way. And the last thing that I would recommend is recording your own affirmations. I know I've talked about that, and I'm sure you've heard me say it, or
I have.
of course, but record affirmations and make sure you put stuff in there about money. Like, I consistently make 6 figures or 7 figures a year, or I have, this amount of money in my bank account. Money flows to me with ease. Just saying all these things, you're upgrading your money consciousness. And it's a good way to keep it going. So it's a mind game now. It's a mind game. You figure out there's patterns, dude. So
definitely. I just wanted to thank you. Things have been going really good, and I know that through the last 6-8 months, that's the thing that I've realized, is that it can go really good for a little while, and then a lot of the time I'll have the same thing happen with the bad trades. But recently I've been keeping the journal, sticking to it, and it's been really good.
Yeah, I love it, man. Congrats on that. Well, yeah, keep me posted, and
100% I will.
It would be really cool if you in the Discord. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. If you can, don't have to make a whole long post, but just like in the profit loss flexing, just say, yo, everyone, on my demo account, just tell them what you did on the demo account, and then tell them what you've done so far on the other account. But I would say start with the demo. Don't post yet about this account, only because for me, I'm actually thinking it's like, when I share success with everyone, it's like I feel a pat on the back, and I don't do as well after. And so just share what you've done on your demo account. I think that would be amazing.
100%. I can do that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Cody.
And then keep it rolling. Seriously, text me if you need anything, if you experience any trouble, if you experience.
Oh, trust me, you're the first person I'm gonna be shooting a text to.
Good.
Thanks, bro.
I love it. I'm so excited for this. And for those couple of you that are on, I'm gonna actually post this video I'm gonna start posting live streams for people in the group to watch later on. But this is my friend Matt Taylor. He was just talking, and if you guys just got on after he, about a month, maybe a month and a half, he said he turned $1,000 demo account into 10,000, and so he's been trading with real money recently. And yeah, so I talked to him about how it's really a mindset journey. Once you figure out the pattern stuff, it is a mindset journey. And I want to repeat one of the main things that he said that stuck out to me is that he was using his journal consistently, having that discipline, really looking at yourself. Really, the journal is it, because in the journal you have to look at everything. Where's my mind at? Okay, what am I trading and why? Why am I getting into it? And when you look at it twice, just once because you're like, I see the trade, and twice because you're having to put it in your journal, you're going to be a lot more conscious of if you're making a good decision or maybe not so good decision. So I love it. And other thing too is I know I'm going to be trading and charting crypto a lot more over the coming months. But learning and staying with the patterns consistently in Forex will help you to do better, because the patterns aren't as crazy. Help you to do better in other markets. Matt, he just said, journal completely changed the game. Makes me hold myself accountable. Yes, I agree, man. That's a big game changer for me. It was when I figured out that trading is mindset, and then I started using a journal where I had mindset in it too. So like making sure I'm looking at my mindset. So yeah, definitely recommend that. Even if you invest, it's like just record yourself, collect data. Why? Ask yourself, why am I getting this trade? Why am I getting in this investment? If it's going to be a year that you hold the investment, okay, why? What do you see? Are you looking at a chart? Are you looking at just because it sounds cool, the company or the coin or whatever has big plans, whatever it is. By the way, I want to see if the music is too loud. I'm playing from my laptop speakers. I'm gonna put something different on that. Okay, let me turn that a little bit. All right, is the music too loud? Is it good? Should I come down a bit?
It's pretty loud.
Pretty loud? Okay. Let me see if I can go. I'm actually just gonna play it from I was trying the laptop, but I'm gonna play it from my iPad. That way it's like background. So exciting. And Zach's on too. Zach is another one that.
Hey,
How are you?
doing good.
Zach, you use a trading journal still?
Uh, I, I think a lot about all the trades I make.
Okay, cool. But you used to use a trading journal, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. It was important. I guess in the end, I felt like I was overthinking myself, kind of hurting myself, but because I think about things so much. So
Fair enough. Okay. That's a good observation. Yeah, I think that it can be, I will say I've gotten to a point now where I also don't use a journal as much. It's like instinct, but to get to a point for me to be able to be profitable, I had a journal. I definitely used one. So I can see where Zach's coming from there.
it's kind of like, what mistakes did I make? And then I like repeat it in my head like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 times. And then I kind of accept that I'll probably make the mistake again, but like, look at this mistake. I don't know.
I love that though. Yeah, it's really just it's being like for me it was looking at my trades twice because I was not jumping into them as much. And when you have to study them, it really assists in like kind of getting the patterns there in your subconscious. And you don't have to do it forever, a couple months or so. And then once it's like you're looking at every single one, it's in the subconscious. Then exactly like Zach said, it's like looking at the mistakes. Okay, over the last week, I made all these trades. Okay, I lost 5, but I won 5. How can I just what can I do, or what in those mistakes is something that happened more than once that I can stop doing? And so for me, it's like making rules about when to trade and like mindset. That's really what it was. So
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a lot of mindset. Yeah, if I'm not feeling good, I just don't trade. I'm trying to put it in myself, but just don't trade. Just don't look at the charts.
Yeah, it's a process. It is a process, but pretty soon there will be a tool that will be out and available that will be a great shortcut. And it's the flow sensors, excuse me, that I've talked about. They just determine when you're in a high flowy, resonant, high vibration state, positive state. And it'll determine it. You'll be able to see it on your phone, or the device itself in the long run is going to light up. And the light color will determine, or be determined by where your flow is. And so imagine if you just had this device that basically just said, okay, now is a good time to make decisions, or no, don't make decisions. Go meditate, go to the ocean, go play video games, go do whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can say a little bit more, if that's okay.
I would love that, actually.
I feel like trading it's like it's meant to only be for like a few hours a day tops, I think, because it is very taxing emotionally and mentally. So it's not like I mean it's like not even like being like a professor where like most of your day you're just talking about stuff you already know. Like you're making decisions again and again and again, and then you're forced to question your decision when you're in the red, and then you're really excited when it's in the green, and like all of these emotions are very exhausting.
So true.
So I guess that's it. Yeah.
It's I think it's like the flip-flopping, but it really is the decision making process. So like, yes, the flip-flopping of emotions is huge, and just the analytical process that your brain's going through when you're making a decision, or when you're analyzing the chart, it's in a way, it's like you're doing fast math, like sort of. I think math is a lot more boring. I guess advanced, pattern recognition. And so it's a lot of processing, and our brains are computers. And so that's where it gets to be really important why we go into mindset, and, a lot of the facets of the tenets that go with a positive, abundant mindset. And that's just watching what you eat. Most importantly, really, it's just making sure you have peace around you, avoiding any stress. Stress is really taxing. And yeah, yes, mindset is everything, guys. It's everything. It's everything.
Oh yeah, you just reminded me that the last thing I was going to say. Once I'm in like a beautiful mindset, almost every time it works. It's like magic. It's crazy. You just gotta focus on yourself, I guess.
It's amazing. Yeah, I posted this to my story like a couple of days ago on Instagram, but all I said was that before I do things, before I do anything, I like to get to a peaceful state, before I have conversations with people, before I trade, especially, before I coach, before I do any of that. So by doing so, I am able to, it works, I just do better at all of it. because you get out of the world what you put into it. And so if think of your frequency when you're putting stuff out into the world, you're creating your ripple, whether it's talking to people or whether it's making trading decisions. That's the ripple that you're making. And if your base energy or your base wave is out of being tired or feeling scarce or feeling sad or mad, well, I mean, you got to think, okay, if I'm putting sadness or anger out into the world, I mean, what should I expect to get back? So peace and love and joy and abundance, you feel that, it's like, all right, put this trade out and win every time. And there's some traders that will take breaks for a month, 2 months. I'm just a freak, I guess. I just keep going. But I think it's because of having that schedule of, I like to do Tai Chi. I like to meditate. I eat very clean, like mostly raw food. Really good vitamins. I'm taking the microdose I take has like a ton of brain food, like reishi, ashwagandha, lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail, just like super power supplement for my brain. And yeah, lots of water. So taking care of myself, I'm able to, a lot of times emotion and stuff can just come from inflammation. It's actually a crazy thing. An interesting thing is turmeric, turmeric root, turmeric powder in a supplement with black pepper extract, because when you take black pepper extract with things, your body, for whatever reason, absorbs it a little better. And I think it's the spice has something to do with it. I don't really know. Anyway, Prozac is an antidepressant. Turmeric has the same clinical results, actually a little bit better than for treating anxiety and depression than Prozac does. And so turmeric is amazing. And it really, because what it does is it reduces inflammation. And I remember at a time when I was on how I got off of an anti-anxiety medication was through turmeric. And my life changed from turmeric. And I don't take it as much now. I take it maybe once a week because my diet is very clean. The reason I was so inflamed and I was feeling anxiety and sometimes depression and just mood swings was because I was eating bad food and my body was swelling, was inflamed, including my brain. And my gut too. Your gut is your second brain. And so if you feel any like crazy emotions, or if you ever at all feel anxiety or depression, like whatsoever, I challenge you to look at your diet. And I would ask you to try out turmeric. Make sure you get turmeric with black pepper extract. Even if your diet isn't so good, just supplementing that, you'll notice a difference for sure. It helps with blood flow. It helps with so many things. Yeah. By doing all this, we take care of ourselves, and it makes us a better trader. It does everything. How we are in one aspect of our lives is how we are in most of them. So, okay, I want to talk about crypto, guys, because I've been, I'm always shilling crypto, always talking about it and talking about big bucks and all these gains and all that stuff's coming for sure. I want to analyze a little bit. We had, a weekly close and on Bitcoin, and I want to, just kind of say what I see, because I think Bitcoin will help in determining what the rest of the market does. So two things. First is that the week previous, we did close the candle body above these candle bodies. So to make a line right there. So we can see that technically, I mean, this whole area is a support level because this wick up here. So we're kind of in the resistance. We did make an all-time high, but we tanked right away. This last weekly close, we closed like a bearish candle pretty much. I don't see much here that tells me on this weekly that I'd want to buy or that it could continue up. Obviously, the best time to buy was back here when I first talked about it and I said Bitcoin's going to 86K. I still believe that. So in my opinion, you could buy here and just kind of, plan for long term, and it'll still go up. Now, the daily though looks a lot better. So the daily looks like it had just retested the moving average, and it's gone up so far. So yesterday's daily closed a hammer after another hammer, and both were pretty close. They're using that moving average as support. So it looks like we're going up. Basically, is what I'm saying. But the weekly, since it closes the way it does, it closed the way it did, the higher time frames always have the stronger signals, always. So I wouldn't want to buy into Bitcoin. But the daily makes me feel good about it going up higher. What I kind of see, because the daily and the weekly are saying two different things, is that we probably see some sideways action for a little bit, to fake people out. So, this could go for a week or 2 weeks. But I wouldn't want to look for any buys really until we break this resistance level up here again. Because we break this level here, then to me, we're going to go higher. But because the weekly looks the way that it does, I'm not inclined to buy. 4 hour even going down here, we actually add a resistance level right now on the 4 hour. So we can see here that we resisted off this. Now, I do love that we are back above the moving average, but we resisted back here. And as we've approached that level, the previous daily candle, we got an inverted hammer after an upward movement. It's not the best sign. Now we can continue up, but same thing here. I wouldn't, if I'm scalping Bitcoin, I would want to wait for us to close above this obvious resistance level. And we close above that, then we're game. We're good. So we got 2.5 hours until the next 4 hour close, and we can see what it does. So, okay, and Ethereum looks ready to rip, to be honest. 1 hour looks bullish. You've been going sideways, but here's a low, higher low. And we've hit the same high each time. So we're kind of forming somewhat of a wedge. I wouldn't really call it a wedge because we got the resistance level there. Now, a lot of times wedges that point upward like this do end in more downside. But this is on the 1 hour. I actually, let's see the daily. Yeah, see the daily looks like it's just ready to run more because we went up, we rejected, and we retested this level here, this last high before this breakout, right? It was a breakout because we broke above this resistance level that we hit twice. We hit a resistance level there, came back and retested, and we bounced so far. So to me, I feel like on the daily here, we're going to take off. Weekly honestly doesn't look bad. Weekly looks better than Bitcoin's. So here we have a high and we closed above it. Even though we got a strong wick, the fact that the body closed above it to me is a good sign. Now this wick I wouldn't want to enter based off weekly. I'd want to find a signal on the 4 hour on the daily. So right now with the 4 hour, what I would say is you want to wait for the breakout. And so we wait for a break above this blue line here, basically above 4,200. So you guys following me there? Anyone have questions about any of that analysis? Anything you want me to break down even more on those? Because I want the goal is to have you guys be able to have anyone be able to do the same thing. And so if you guys have any questions about, how you can get better to be able to do that same thing.
So if you're going to enter that Ethereum, that beautiful ascending wedge, are you going to wait for the breakout?
Yes. So for me, I would wait exactly probably for a close above the 4,200. What I would really like to see is a close above these candle bodies over here. So yeah, above like 4,220, and we get a close there. To me, I think you could just basically jump in and it would continue. Otherwise, depending on what the close looked like, if we closed above but we had a strong top wick, then I would wait. So just depending on what the candle looks like, but the breakout is a strong sign. And what I do like so far about the upward movement we've experienced is we had the beginning of the movement was an engulfing. And so usually when we get that, that's the base of the movement. Even if we don't go up right away, usually it means we will break out. Bulls are stronger. Patience. And, coming back to what Zach was saying earlier, just about trading a couple, maybe 3 hours a day. I totally agree. And a lot of times if we look at this, it's like, if let's say we're just trading, crypto right now, we wouldn't want to jump in on one of these trades. We would want to wait until we see the confirmation of the movement we're looking for. And for me, especially with crypto, I'm more inclined to trade the higher time frames, because the lower time frames can be just noise. The big movements are what I'm going for. I'm going for like a buy down here and sell up here type of thing. So that's why we wait for that confirmation and ride it up for the weeks or sometimes days. Let's see here. Rune's been doing really well. I talked about Rune a long time ago in the group. Still a good one. Still hold some. It'll go to $100, I'm sure. Let's do Solana really quick because I love Solana. And it's just so bullish. It just won't stop. So we've closed above all-time high. Well, the candles that created the all-time high. We didn't create a new all-time high yet. Yet. We are seeing some of the price action here. I'm looking at the daily. It's not anything that we want to buy. Unless we break the all-time high. We break the all-time high, then you just get in and you kind of ride it, because people will FOMO and eventually people will sell. We got to think about the logical levels, and 250 would be a logical level. 300, I think 300 is more of a logical level. I think that in this bull run, it's very likely that we'll experience at least $1,000 Solana. So it's $200 right now. So do with that information what you will. It's very likely. Okay, let's see here. Cool. I'm just using a Fibonacci off of the local top and bottom. So yeah, I have a level here at 280, 278. So what I would say is when we break the high, I would have a stop loss. Maybe see Solana, it's with coins like this, and especially in breakouts like this, you want to buy when we're in a bull run like this. If you're going to buy, you want to buy with the intent to hold long term. Okay. And if we can, actually, it's better to just buy into something that hasn't already pumped like crazy. And Solana has been pumping. It will still go up high, but something like Avalanche hasn't pumped nearly as much as what it will. It has gone up a lot, but let's see if we can find more history in a chart. Okay, cool. So definitely has gone up a lot, but if we compare this to Solana, you guys know you can do this. If you go up here, you just click compare on TradingView. Crypto. All right, so there's your comparison. So see how much Solana has gone up versus Avalanche. So Avalanche has, I don't think Avalanche will perform as well as Solana because it's just Solana is the king. Avalanche came after Solana, and these two are layer ones. What that means is they're Ethereum competitors. And what that means is Ethereum, or these layer ones, they make it so other crypto companies can build, basically. So it's like, for instance, Wix, you go on Wix and you can make your own website. You go on Ethereum, you can make your own coin, or Solana or Avalanche. They're all brands for that. Avalanche came after Solana. It's way faster than Ethereum, but it's still a lot slower than what Solana is. So anyway, yeah, something like Avalanche, I think will totally, we could see something where it comes up here. I'm sure we will. And we just got to be patient with it. So same thing here. We're I'm gonna take this Solana chart off. Same thing here. We're kind of waiting for confirmation. Okay. So I've been buying on and off. I've been watching Avalanche and I think Polkadot. These two are, they both have a lot of room to run. So Avalanche, we're a bit at this resistance level. We can say that just because of price action here. So yeah, looking good. What we want to do, obviously on the daily, we also have strong resistance bouncing off the Bollinger Band. So if we close above, it looks good. I think we'll probably head up from here, just because the Bollinger Bands are spreading apart and, you know, crypto's just all ready to pump. So I would just maybe wait for confirmation on the 4 hour, you know, watching the 4 hour. We can see here on the weekly that this last pump we had, we just experienced resistance at the top of, you know, a couple weeks ago. So see these patterns, we talk about the same pattern everywhere, right? That, okay, when we dip, when we bounce at that top, that major candle, the beginning of that bearish movement is always a resistance level. So that's the one that we need to make or break. It's at like the $69, $70 level. So let's go back down to the daily. Okay, yeah, so we close above this, then we can expect, basically we're going to test the next resistance level, which is going to be close to the all-time high, 76. If we break above that, then sky's the limit. So yeah, crypto is going to run a lot, guys, a lot. And this is why I'm mostly trading crypto just over the next few months. If you have been trading for, actually, I would say this, if you've been trading Forex and you have proven yourself to be profitable, it could be good to take some of that money that you make from Forex and put it into crypto, or even look at trading crypto sometimes. But I also will say it's really, if you find something that's working, just keep doing it. So for instance, Matt, in your case, what I would say is keep trading crypto, or I'm sorry, keep trading Forex and just invest some money into crypto and kind of wait, because it's it'll go up a bit. But when you get good, meaning, and when I'm saying, like, when you're like, yeah, okay, I'm doing really well with Forex, like I made more than my job this last month, that type of wealth, then it could be good to look into trading crypto a bit, into doing the same thing to day trade it. It's just the patterns are a lot more there. It's consistent. There's a lot of stuff that's consistent, but you get a lot more crazy action in crypto that you don't see as much in Forex. So yeah, good. Yeah, keep it long term. And have a 3 to 5 year plan. But I will say also, I'm gonna sell a lot of my crypto sometime in the next three months or so, 3 or 4 months, because it's gonna be up a lot. I'm gonna sell a lot, if not all of it, because market's gonna go up and it's gonna go down. You know, it's like the tide for the ocean comes in, the tide goes out. But the cool thing is it comes back in again. And so when crypto tanks, it will come back up again later on. But as traders, let's see how we can profit it. I'm feeling called. Gold's been pumping and silver's been kind of pumping. Oh wow. Okay. Buy silver, guys. Oh my goodness. You want an easy trade right now? Easy trade. And I'll post this as a Forex trade too. Okay, gold and silver, they do the same things. And sometimes gold does the thing before silver. So see here how we had a pump and then a dump. And then on gold, we had a pump and a dump, and now we're pumping again, going up. Silver, we pumped and dumped, we haven't gone up yet. You can basically guarantee that silver will go up. So I'm gonna draw this trade out and post it. And I'll even make the trade. Okay, so I'm gonna buy silver right now. I'm charting on the 4 hour. Stop loss is gonna be, I'm doing it below this high here. And probably better yet to put below this wick here. Okay, putting below this Darth Vader or Darth Vader, Darth Maul candle. So probably want to plan. Let's look at gold. Probably want to plan for that high. Okay, well, at least test the high here. So what we'll do, we're gonna break that, but I think this is our trade right here. We test this top. Let's see what the risk to reward ratio looks like. I'm actually gonna probably let this, excuse me, run a little longer. Yeah, see, gold, we're busting it. So silver is gonna bust it also. All right, I'm gonna go right here. Let's go to a daily. Let me see if I can find a better target. Okay, so I got a line. I can do at the top here. And I mean, that's gonna be the best place right now. What do we got next? Okay, so I'm just like plotting, right? Support and resistance. Where do I see possible levels that we could bounce? Trading view has been a little funky for me lately. Okay, so I will say here on the daily, like this isn't the best place to buy whatsoever. 4 hour looks pretty good. We're coming up to a squeeze. And because gold is pumped, silver follows. Silver always follows suit. So it's just an easy trade to me. Let's see. We have 18 minutes left for an hourly close. Might as well just wait for that. But my target, I'm basing off like on gold here. Since we're breaking the, wait, what the heck? Oh, okay. I was looking at the bodies. We're breaking the candlestick body, so maybe I should only plan for the top of the wick on silver. But it looks really good. That would be the way actually, is to just plan for the top of the wick and play it more safe. Have this be more of a scalp trade. And then I'm gonna wait for this hourly close just to see what it looks like, but I would keep a tight stop loss. I mean, that really is the best spot. It's just under these wicks here, under this last low. So, and it's like right at a 1.5 risk to reward ratio. So a tight trade. So let's see what it looks like when we close though. Okay, I'll chart one more pair because we're waiting. And then I'm gonna talk about a couple of other things. Okay, British pound versus Japanese yen is all sells, looking like good short sell right now. So on the daily here, we have plenty of room to come down to retest. And the 4 hour, we actually broke down below the moving average. We came up and we actually did retest a little bit. Now we just got a 4 hour close. But to me, this isn't a bullish candle. So because this last one was engulfing, this one was not. We did bounce a little bit and it was a retest of here. This looks like a really good trade. Now, where could we go? How low could we go? So my chart to load here. Okay. So this is a level that we've already bounced on. So I think that we could easily go to the next. So right there looks pretty good for me. Yeah. Okay. Right there, because I see that we played with it over here and it was also a high over here. Oh, whoops. This one too, right here. And I was looking at the wrong line. We sort of retested it over here. We kind of experienced a bit of resistance and a bit of a retest. It's not as close. I'm mainly marking it because it was the high over here. So that's what I'm looking at. So what we would do to get in this trade, I'll probably go to the lower time frame, but I like this level, this candlestick here as a resistance level, because see how we came down and then we bounced up and we tested the top of that candle, and now we bounced down again. We tested it and ended going down with an engulfing. So to me, let's go to the 1 hour just to see here. So same thing here. I would want to wait for a 1 hour close, but obviously so far it's looking more bearish. we bounced off this support level. We came up, we resisted. We didn't even we touched the top band, kind of. I mean, we got close to it. We squeezed there, and these two candles, when we came down, even though we've engulfed, we haven't broken above the beginning of that downward movement. And this one, we have 15 minutes left, so I'd like to see, because it's kind of like an even game with these few candles here. I need more energetic music, to be honest. This is a little better. Yeah, so kind of wait for the close both on GJ. So GJ looks like a good sell. I just really the main thing with silver, it looks good. So 4 hour looks like it could pump. It looks decent. 1 hour also it's like kind of sideways, but it looks like it could go just depending on how this candle closes once again. But really the main reason why I'm like this is a good buy is because gold is going up. Silver always does what gold does. And so it's not always, usually they happen at the same time. So it's not always, but I have many times gotten these trades where gold moved and silver hadn't yet. And I just got in and it copied it. And it worked out. Hey guys, so also I want to mention I expanded the whole coaching program, and I have a couple other coaches that are assisting with it just to provide the best service. I have someone who Andrew in the group is coaching and on crypto, and I have the hypnotherapist Maria who's coaching on the mindset, and then of course I'm coaching on patterns. And anyways, I'm saying this because if you guys know anyone, I have a referral program. I'm really looking to grow and expand the whole thing. And to do that, we need more people that can coach on market patterns, market stuff. And obviously the main thing we need is to have people who've traded and have made money from the markets consistently. And so to do that, a lot of times I'm finding I need to coach people. And the only other people that I have so far that I'm looking at are people that I've coached, that can help with pattern stuff. So anyways, just putting that out there that if you guys know anyone that would love to turn this into an income, or if you guys yourself are interested in, if the coaching thing sounds good, not just getting coaching from me, but if coaching other people sounds interesting to you, just reach out to me and say that is your intention or that you're interested in that. And we'll talk about what we need to see before we can, go more in depth in that. So, anyway, I guess I don't really have, I thought I had some other things in mind, but I feel really expressed. I am going to kick it though and wait for this candle to close just to see if we get a good opportunity on silver and on British pound versus the Japanese yen. So one other way to stay in tune. Now the group is, obviously our group is good. People are posting consistently, and even if I'm not getting there all the time, there's always new information popping up, and I post when I can. So keep up to date there. Another good way to keep up is on Twitter. So on Twitter, I follow a lot of traders. It's just all trading for me on Twitter. There's some NFT stuff, I do follow Elon Musk, but it's really just trading, and crypto stuff. So on a note, a great way when you know who to follow, it can be really good to follow them. I do retweet some of the best stuff that I see. You can just look at me it's at ascended_trader. Someone took the ascended trader on Twitter. But you can follow me and you can just look at who I follow, and that can give you some good options. And just so you know, like I've been on crypto Twitter This is all for crypto, by the way. And there is a lot of good traders that trade Forex and stuff on Twitter as well. You just got to find them. I'm mostly in it for crypto Twitter. And I've been in it and following a lot of crypto Twitter accounts since I got into crypto. And I guess I got into crypto Twitter in 2017. So I've got to whittle it down to like the really good ones. So this guy I trust a lot. He's like really bullish on XRP right now, for instance. So to me, that would just seeing that, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, because I know who he is, I trust him, and I'm never gonna make a decision. Now that's the thing is you can be on Twitter, but you never make a decision based off of someone else's chart. Okay, so you always, always, always analyze it yourself. So he says XRP looks bullish, so I'm gonna look at the chart, and it looks pretty bullish. Okay, look at it. Oh yeah, this looks really bullish. Okay, why? A couple of reasons. Look at every time so far we've been down by this level. It's been a good time to buy. And so we were down at this level and that was your time to buy, but you can still buy now because look at every time recently. We were here, we jumped. We were here, we jumped. We were here, we went up every time. So that's a good sign. Let's go to the daily. I love how these Bollinger Bands are squeezing so tight. What about the weekly? Okay, weekly looks good because we came up with strong engulfing. All right, look at this. On the weekly, strong engulfing candle above the moving average. Check it. What happened, or look what happened with Bitcoin when it did that. Strong engulfing above the moving average. You see this? You see this pattern, guys? Boom. Okay. Ripple will fly. Oh, dang it. Ripple will fly. Let's go back. Come on. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I had the pattern. Let me go back. XRP, USD. I will be buying this. Okay, go back to the weekly. So anyways, Bitcoin, we engulfed and look at, we went up here on Bitcoin, broke this high over here and all that. So pattern looks, the chart looks the same. Let's go buy some XRP, guys. I can't believe I said that. I'm very much so, I'm fundamentally against this company or this coin because they're a bank coin. It's a coin for banks. They're making it easier for banks to make transfers. And the whole idea of crypto is freedom from the banks. But when it comes down to it, profits don't care about politics. So I'm in it as a trader. I'm in it for the profit. I'm in it to hunt so I can take my winnings, my earnings, my hunt, right? And feed myself and my family with it. So I don't care about the politics, but yeah, this looks really good. Looks ready to absolutely rip. Amazing. Good price action on silver now. Here we go. Yep. All right, we're 5 minutes from the hourly close, but it's looking pretty good to buy. I'm just gonna send it. Always good to wait for the close, to be honest. It is, I can't deny. There's many times where I jumped into trades like 2 minutes before the close and ends up tanking like 1 minute before. So I will actually wait. But I'm very, very confident about it because I've made this trade a lot of times. I think that, so, trading Forex over the last, like just this year, I did more Forex than crypto so far this year. I've done well for sure, but I think that I'll make a lot more in crypto over the next 3 months than I have this whole year in Forex, just because of how much it will run and how much I'm betting on it. I'm going all in, guys. Let's see what GJ is doing also. See, this one we were looking at sells right, but it's looking like it's this hourly close. We have 4 minutes, of course, but the way that it's looking at this moment, I would want to enter. But literally anything can happen in the last minutes of close. And then on the opposite end is silver. I guess it's the same, but it also looks bullish. But same thing. We have 3 minutes, so anything can happen. See what the 5 minutes are looking like. Oh yeah, so based off the 5 minute trade, totally enter this. But we're so close to hourly. I'm just gonna wait. And then after these close, I probably will hop off for today. After we figure out exactly what we're doing with these trades. Take this one. I absolutely love it. I want you guys to know what really gets me going. Like making money is cool. I really like meditation. I love the experiences that just like make me feel like my consciousness is just like, whoa, like I've woken up. I really like those experiences. But what I really love, I really love is hearing when people are starting to win. like I'm just really amped that for those of you that heard earlier what Matt was saying in his experience, I mean, how in a month he turned $1,000 demo, his demo, it's all the same. Like if you could do it on a demo, you could do it on a real account, but $1,000 demo into 10,000. So that's what makes me like stoked, because to me now Matt has a challenge ahead of him of really working on the mindset. It's not just it's not like it's like, all right, he's got it and it's good and he's rich forever. It's a constant battle with the mindset. And I want to say battle, but constant awareness and consciousness that it takes to be successful. But that's the stuff that really gets me going, because every time everyone becomes free, anyone, even if it's a little bit more freedom, like even an extra just like $1,000 a month, that just gives more freedom, more comfort, more security. That's huge, because anytime anyone feels a little bit more free, like pure freedom is just like the ultimate. Like to me, that's enlightenment. That's what freedom is, because when those that are enlightened, like Buddha or others, they're free from everything, free from attachment to anything, just completely free. And so I want everyone to experience freedom and always be experiencing more and more levels of freedom. And I feel like even people who, those who have become enlightened, like Christ or like Buddha, there's even levels higher higher levels of freedom than that. So silver's closing pretty good, guys. I can already tell by the 5 minute chart. I would keep a stop loss tight, because we still did experience a bit of resistance. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And, I'm going to say that's my minimum target. I really think that we go higher. So like, yeah, like gold's going for it. So cool. Let me pull up the chart, pull up the MetaTrader. So I am entering this trade, guys. I'm buying silver. Give it a second. I might get a better entry. Let's watch the 5 minute because it is coming down a little bit. And so if we can get even just a little bit more, a little lower of an entry, that would be great. Doesn't matter too much, but I like those precision entries. So we know on the higher time frame we're going to jump in for sure, right? Very, very confident of that. And I would honestly even say, like, I was saying have the stop loss down here, but to me, like I think I'll probably have it up here, which is this last low. So let's just see what this 5 minute does here. Looking pretty good. Looking real good. So other things too, I want to mention just random thoughts I'm having while I'm watching this chart. Random thoughts. So self-love is a great way to like really stay true to your, like, stay neutral. You know, I talk about mastering emotions or like not allowing them to master you, and self-love for real, because if you know who you are, you fully accept who you are. And one of the biggest ways that has helped me to do that is realizing that I'm just inhabiting a body. Okay. I'm not my body. I've been in many bodies before. This is just another one. Okay. And so I know that, and I've had experiences of that. Like, it's very true. And if you've never heard that before, well, hey, here I am to tell you. There's plenty of life. Your soul goes on after this world, after this realm. So looks like we're not going to get the lower, but we are just getting extra confirmation. We'll wait for 2 minutes on this close and we'll ride her up. But anyway,
A pretty beautiful 5 minute confirmation.
yeah, it's looking really good. If it closes like this, it's a perfect entry.
Right. Yeah. Today I've been telling myself a lot, like, the active candle, stop looking at it. Don't look at it.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm analyzing, I'll hit this replay and then I'll just like delete the current candle. Sometimes,
Yeah, I was remembering that when you did that.
yeah, because it can get you sometimes. But yeah, this one looks really good. Like, it's just more confirmation, and which is great for us. Anyway, I was saying self-love, when you're solid in who you are and nothing shakes you, it doesn't matter. So like for trading, why it's emotion is because it's like a lot, like most people in the world have some sort of attachment to money. It's just, it's been designed that way, this world, unfortunately, to make people feel like they're attached to money. They need to be. Anyways, when you're solid in who you are and you know that you're an amazing, powerful, abundant being of light, whether you have $1 million or whether you owe the world 100 million, it doesn't matter. Your value is inherent. Your value does not move with your portfolio. Your value is just always there. It's just there. So sorry, you can't lose it. You're an amazing person, amazing being. Anyway, so knowing that when you're unshakable in that knowledge, things don't affect you as much. And I have some work to do, apparently, because there's still some things that really piss me off, like lagging internet. Anyway, another practice that's helped me, aside from listening to my own affirmations, record my voice, listening to the affirmations, but looking in the mirror every single day. After you get out of the shower, butt naked, get a whole body mirror. Okay. Look at yourself naked and tell yourself every day 5 new things that you love about yourself. It doesn't have to be about your body, but it can be, right? I love that. I love that mole there, right? Oh, like, ooh, I love that curve, whatever it is. Okay. Entering this trade now. Buy silver. And I'm aiming for new highs, guys, and I'll jump out early if I need to, but I'm really aiming for like 25 bucks. Not new highs, but new local highs. Okay. Okay. Grab 4. Boom. You go to Discord. But every single day, look at yourself naked in the mirror. Tell yourself 5 new things. It might be funny to you. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm telling you, you do that, and in 2-3 weeks, like a month of doing that, you're gonna feel on top of the world all the time. You're just gonna wake up just like you're like everything's great about me, and you need to feel that way because it's true. It's the truth. And imagine when you feel that way, and then you get into trading or you get into interacting with other people, or anything you do, you're just going to perform better because you know how amazing you truly are. What's up, dude? There's some left there.
Thanks for appreciation, man. You know,
And this one too. No, this. There's a little bit of there. Not a lot, but
you're right. There you go.
it's good. Yeah, we just got into a silver trade. Watching silver now.
That's good, bro. Yeah, man.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Let it flow.
Looking good. I haven't made a trade since what? Like,
I'll be right back. Bro.
sounds good, bro. Since like October 13th, it looks like. On Forex side. I mean, even gold is a commodity, not necessarily Forex. So all the same though, all the same. Oh, I want to shout out my friend Jordan. Good friend Jordan. He made a course on money. And here's the videos. It's only 50 bucks. If you guys want, I'm gonna post it to the group, but budgeting, getting rid of debt, starting to invest, raising your income, insurance, all this stuff. So really good stuff. Anyway, yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I'll post a link to the group. I gotta actually find the link because I already bought it. Let's see. I think, what do you think? Is this a consciousness expansion one? Sure. Charts, price talk. Probably, I'll just put it in random. Budgeting, investing. Cool. It's only 50 bucks. Okay. In the meantime, guys, yeah, gold is just running. So we'll be printing here on silver. So that should pay for your lunch, your school lunch for the rest of the month.
Thanks.
Of course. And watch it, guys. So one thing I just haven't been good at lately, I gotta be honest, is at least with Forex, and really just over the last month is looking at the charts, like after I make a trade, it's like I don't get to them until sometimes the next live stream, just because I've got so much going on, so much I'm doing. And so just take profit, okay? If you see the price action, and I would watch with this trade, you could see it on the 15-minute. If you start to see some rejection, and Cody, what do I look for? Okay, well, look at how we pumped here. If you get, in this case, you get like 2 strong wicks in a row, and then you close inside of the band, this type of thing, then just get out of the trade, okay? So I'm just telling you because I want you to make money. It will go up. It is obviously going up, okay? But I'm just telling you, just for right now, I apologize. Don't rely on me 100%. I will post when I look at the trade, if take profit was hit. I'm confident it will be, but just don't rely on me 100%, okay? Make sure you're watching it yourself if you're in this trade. And just look for the price action, okay? Look for some wicks, look for, you could ride it until you see your first bearish candle. So whatever it takes. But yeah, and if you want to have an idea of what it's going to do, watching gold is a good way to, to kind of see. So anyway, cool. We in there? Oh, we didn't check GJ, but looking at it, I kind of figured it closed more bullish on this hourly chart. So because of that, I'm not ready. I'm not going to get in this sell. I think that we probably we'll probably still see a sell come, but because the daily has a lot more to go, but just not yet. Yeah, not yet. So we'll watch it. Probably that could come in a couple hours, come later tonight. What I think will happen is we got to test the top Bollinger Band again. I think we go a little bit sideways and then come down. And it's nullified to me, meaning the trade is I'm no longer going to watch it if we close a candle above here. So anyway, well, alrighty, guys. It's time for me to hit the road, Jack. I got some other things to take care of, but anyways, I love you guys. All the love, all the time. Let me know if I can do anything for you at all ever. And see you soon. See you in the group.